Let's move on to part 4 of this video now and continue on with some more trades with the portfolio coming in at 63.50 on this simulated exercise. And these dates are way off because I've been adding it by 3 days and I know I did like 4, so I know we'd be around 9.25. And I could actually check, but it's really not important exactly what the day is. And this one here, I guess I already did that. That's why I put done on there, so I know if I come back, I know where to go. And this is where Bitcoin would take a big fall. We'll see how the altcoins handle after this. So we'll see what's portfolio, how volatile it goes. As you see, it was 6,400. 4 days later, you put your data in, and then you find out that your portfolio is now worth 5,100. So you lost 20%. That's how it goes. Anything moving? Well, this one did. Oh my goodness. I guess you sell it. I guess you sell out of OK. Oh, I guess you sell out of it, at least here. Yeah, I'd probably sell out of OK Cash in a spot like this, take that aggressive play. And you know it goes down, but if it doesn't, I mean, if it just keeps going up, then you have to figure out some sort of plan. But you're looking to get back into the game on these situations. So therefore we'll sell all of our Bitcoin cash or OK Cash in here. Why is my keyboard doing this? There we go. And 781. So that's going to be about 0.4 good, meaning well over 0.4. 0.417. I'm just going to put in I'll just put in whatever. It's all, doesn't matter. So we have that in LITECOIN as well. We have OK Cash. And here we're going to get more than 2 of them. Now you wish you'd have that 1,000 from before, and if you knew where the market was going to, you would, but so be it. That would be 2.645 will go. I should be putting last trade, and I didn't do that with the last one. So we'll go 91 on that. $782, and we got 2 more. We got GRS, so no, that's not the one. This one here, so we have an additional 366. And with the ratio of a quarter, we'll basically multiply it by 4, which will be about 1,500. Almost. Actually, not even close. It's the ratio is divided by 4. That's right. Or divided by this, not multiply it. Yep, that's right, 1452. And we're going to have somewhere near a quarter on here. And the final one, we have 301 here. Our balance should say somewhere near 0. Maybe it might be microscopic off, but it should be close to 0, or exactly 0. And at 34.75, that's a decent chunk of change that you would get. 10,400. And of course you'd be cheering for that to start going down, that being the X, or not the XPY, but the OK Cash. Now we still have some movers here. We have the gross coin that would be moving, as it was up against XBY about 80%. And nothing as big as the other one, but hey, we got some movement. Wrong one here. So if 1,800, maybe sell like 550. I wasn't even looking at that 560. So we'll sell 550, which is 10 less only than that number. And at that, we'll multiply that by 8.76. And we'll go 47.50 with the rake. And we have this one against LITECOIN. Wrong spreadsheet. I moved the date over. Whatever. GRS. So we own what, 1,400? Let's do about maybe 320. Which is going to be very close to 1. It's going to be 32 divided by 36, basically. That's the math on that. So you're looking at 0.8 high. We'll go 88. And get a few more later. So it's 364 on the round. And the final one against Bitcoin Cash. And it's right in here. Owning 1921, accumulating 430 last time. So let's go 4.25. And that would be this divided by this. So now we're going to be looking at 0.14 area. 0.137. And that would be a ratio of 3102. Again, I'm kind of jealous that the volatility used to be this way. It's nowhere like this now. And I'm hoping it comes to it, or even a good or decent shadow of what it is. So there we have that. And portfolio 5,000. All of this. We got 0 OK cash, but that's okay. We don't have any. But I know we will. Because I know what these markets do. But you know, when they have those types of moves, if they go up 685% while everything else is like going down, or I mean, this is down or up a little bit with volatility. Oh, it's only down 17 or up 18. Yeah, whatever. It really kind of was. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. See what OK Cash does on this, because I don't know what the next trade is going to be. And even when I copy and paste, I'm not even looking at them. I'm just making sure that I copy and paste the right numbers. 4,100. So Bitcoin would go up nicely. So we're going to go from 5,100 to 66. You can see right now our biggest owner is GRS. Did it do anything good? Oh, it's up. Well, I can't tell from this. And here we got one that's good at 34. GRS and OK. So we can get a little bit of a buyback. We can get some OK now. It took one turn to get it back. So in this we got, let's just do like 926 again, as if that matters. 4,600, 500, and we gained 1,400 last turn. So let's just do maybe a small get back in the game buy. We'll do 1,400. And on that, we would basically multiply that by 0.034. And get back about 460. Well, 465. Rake isn't that big. And get a whole bunch of these copied and pasted down so I don't have to do it as often. And we get a trade at a third. So 466. Nice move. All right, next one. Bitcoin goes down to 36, so it's a 15% decline there. I can see right now that this is sick, because this is 1298. Okay, Cash, this is sick. Wow. Okay, well, at least, I mean, I might as well. You're going to be like, man, I sold it all back then. And that's just going to happen. I didn't think this would happen. And I mean, this happened in the past. I didn't think this would be the case. 270. So look at all of these Bitcoin Cash OK gains you really can't take much advantage of other than in here. I might as well just sell the 465 that I bought and get my trade back. 0.64 is the ratio, so we would do, is this right? That number was higher before. Yeah, it's totally wrong, I think. If I sold 465, what did the ratio do? It was 33, it went up. So GRS went up. Wait a second. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. The math was up. Why does it say here that? Oh, this is 3 zeros. It went down. Okay. You know, they got me on that one. And I was wondering, why did this only say it's 274? So, okay, all of this is right. So let's go with the biggest one first. Let's go Bitcoin Cash, okay. So it's a move where we have 1.6, so maybe like a 0.4, maybe a 0.4 just to start. Because that's what we got the last turn, was a 0.4. The ratio is 1533, so we're going to get 40% of that back. Which would be about 610. And that's a pretty sad break, but we'll just take it. Okay, the next 100%er. That's against GRS. So we already made that small trade from before. We got 3,000 of them, so we could probably go ahead and do like another like 1,600 even, because that's half of what we got for a double move. And then with the price point at 0.64, that means we get 64% of 1,600. So we get about 890 or 995, we'll say. Okay, there we go. Back in the game on that one. Let's take this one here, LITECOIN and OK Cash. And we'd have 10 LITECOIN. And I'd maybe go about, with getting 2.6 last time, let's just do the same thing, sell pretty much close to what that was in the get back in the game trade. 2.55 on the ratio of that. We would take, okay, this number, and multiply it by, if I get rid of 2.5, that's, well, your market did double. I'm thinking, look at that thing, that's a lot. But if it goes from 90 to 180, well, and you're getting rid of 2.5, then you should get more than double of 240. So we'll go 454. And back in the game there. And we'll put in 178. Then we would have this 65% against XBY. So we want, now that's not 100. I don't want to do anything quite as big probably. We own 42,000. We got back 10. So maybe like just a small like 6,000 hedge, whatever, 6,500. Which would be this divided by almost 21. We'll just do divided by 20. Well, this number here. And a little less. So 307. And we have a 54%er here against, well, this is no OK Cash. This is a GRS XBY trade with GRS overperforming that. So we have 1,252. We sold 1,500 or 500 last time, so we're definitely have to scale back. Let's do like 380 or something. May not get anywhere near the 475 or close to it, but or just close to it. But we would get 13 times more than that. $5,065 will go. And we have a 36% one, Bitcoin Cash and XBY. That market is going higher, which means Bitcoin Cash overperforming it. The last trade we would have made would have been at selling 2900 XBY. Now it's going to be selling Bitcoin Cash. You know, 382. You got 12 the last time. It's not the greatest of trades, so I don't want to do anywhere near that number, I don't think. Maybe 9 might be a good number. Actually, you know what? Just because I want to do lazy math this turn, I'm going to do negative 10, and then I can go 32.40 or something like that. Just do it that way. And I'll pass on these 28s and the 27s for next turn. The portfolio moving in would be 5,472. Pretty well balanced, but no OK Cash, which was nothing, is right back in this game. Full value again with everything else. Okay, so let's, and I say game like it's, I'm saying like it is a game for me. And the more you study, the more you practice, the more you put more effort you put into it, the better off it's going to be. Bitcoin prices barely go up here. Let's put the new prices in. Not much happening. We got one possibility. We have 45%er here with GRS and XBY. Price action going down, meaning XBY being a winner on this play. In the last turn, we gained like lots. I'm just going to put whatever in that number. We had 5,000 that we gained. We now have 15,000. Decent sized move. Maybe you want to sell maybe 4,100 of it. So I'm going to gain 965. And with the ratio of 9.19, I can just divide it and come up with 446, so we'll go 440 even and pay that. That's a big rate. That's what's that difference? 12, 13 cents, 1.4%. It's not even that big. But you know what though, so be it. There's going to be times where you have to be paying fees here and there for withdrawals. I mean, a lot of them are close to nothing as well too, but well, the Bitcoin ones won't be. So we'll use those profits for Bitcoin withdrawals in December and January because you'd be doing it and they'd be expensive. So put it that way. We'll get to that point when Bitcoin prices get to post a month after they hit 20,000. Alrighty, so there's that trade there at 41. And with the portfolio at 6,100, let's move on to the next day. Bitcoin prices with a big gain to 43 at this point. And not much for movers, just one. GRS OK, the price goes down. That means OK Cash is winning. And we own, well, 1,460. So let's go like 420. And I guess we will divide it by 0.44 and get, say, 950. Portfolio up to 61 at this stage. Let's go on to the next day. Because you know what, 22%. And if you're checking every 4 days, you're definitely not looking for 10-15% moves that I like to look for in real life. And the only reason I'm looking for 10-15% moves is because moves like this are not even close to happening right now, where the markets move in this wild, wild manner. But volatility, again, will a little fraction of it come back, where instead of having like 30-40% moves, you have 20-30% moves doing the same thing. Instead of like, okay, cash going up 4x, it goes up like 2x and 2.2x. That's the fraction of the volatility that I talk about. Well, here we got an 83% mover, a 93% mover, and a 68, plus a 42% for small dipping sauce. I don't know what words to use there, but let's get Bitcoin Cash XBY. And XBY would have had a huge gain there, so that must be every play that's going up. So let's take care of that. 34,000 going to 16. And in this we have 12,000. So let's go like 5,000. Big move, almost half for a move of that nature. And Go this and divide it by this and get 0.3. No. This divided by this. 0.297. And the other bit will be the rake. And let's just go to, I know we're all of them. What's the Litecoin move against XBY? It would be 42%. So that's a small one. So in this one we have 10,000. Let's just do like 24, 25. And with the ratio, no, I'm not going to do that. 2418, because of the ratio is that. And I know if that's the case, that would get me about 1 Litecoin. And you know what? I'm going to do a little bit this 24, 25. And last trade is 24 and a quarter. Alrighty, so we have XBY here with the last trade at 932 down to 555. We own 10,000 of them. So maybe go 4,800 of them. And for that, we will take that number and divide it by 5.5 and get 860. And the other XBY on here would be against OK, going from 21 to 11. And we own 35,000, so let's go about 15,000 of them. And we'll do whatever date here. Those trades are in. Okay, Bitcoin Cash XBY. I think I didn't write the name. I think I already did this, but I didn't write it. Yeah. That brings the portfolio up to, well, it's only at 5,900. But your coin values, and you could think, oh man, it's not working. Oh, this strategy is kicking ass right now for you at this point, as your ownership of these coins are doing well. In fact, if you take a look at the ownership of your coins, every coin has went up at OK Cash right now. You own 2,200 less OK Cash, and you own 6.2 more Litecoin, 1.5 more BCH, 3,700 more of the GRS, and 6,980. What a trade that would be! It's like, hey, if I right now you have a coin that's worth 25 cents, and you're like, okay, no, that's OK Cash we're looking at. Yeah, OK Cash, yeah, 25 cents. Yeah, give me 2,200 of them, which is like $500 coin. And we'll give you 6 Litecoin at that time worth $50 or 300 plus. We'll give you 1.5 Bitcoin Cash, which at that point was 355 or 500. We'll give you 3,700 GRS, which would be worth well, $400 at 11 cents a coin. And we'll give you 7,000 XBY, which at 2 cents would be like 350 bucks or so. So that would be some of your returns so far in playing the trading game at that point. Okay, so then let's continue on with the next day. I didn't write done on this one, but it is written now. Price goes to 4,600 we'll call it. I mean, look at this. This says 34. That says 58. Did it lose half its value again? If this says like 100%, it would. 100%, it would say 100% too, ish or so. 73, close enough. So we have a play here, Litecoin against OK Cash. So this whole thing about selling all that OK Cash, well, we're going to be a lot ahead of the game now for what you own. And let's start off with the one against Litecoin because it's the biggest. And that's why I put coins like this in there, because of their extreme volatility. Alrighty, I didn't know. I mean, I knew it would have its up and down moves like all the coins did. I don't know the dates. I just looked at my files of what coins I've already saved before. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that one. XBY, I'll take that one. Bitcoin Cash because of the whole August 1st fork. I did that. Litecoin because it's Litecoin. And GRS, because I own it, I have the data, and it's GRS. It's very volatile. MonaCoin I was thinking about as well too, but I didn't want to put too many in. Anyway, let's Monero was another one I thought of, but we have this going from 178 to 339. So that's Litecoin beating OKCash. You own 7.8. You sold 2.5 the last time. Let's sell about 2.5 again, because we're going to get a good return on this. Because if we get 2.5 times at this ratio, that means we get about 800 and we'll say 35. I'm paying a lot of rake, but who cares? Next up, we got 40% movers. We got XBY and GRS. So with 20,000 ownership of XBY, let's go maybe, not going to be as many, 5,500. It's definitely going to be, because it's only a 50% move. And what we'll do is we'll take this number here, divide it by 8.19, and give us 667. And even 668. This is, rake isn't that bad. That's a 0.5% right there, going from 819 to 823 on a 4-cent play, or a 4.04 move. Okay, here we own 2,500 here, so again, same thing. You don't have too many. Let's go like 675. Or you don't want to sell too many, I should be saying on that way. And let's divide this, or multiply this, I think, rather, by the decimal of 0.63, and let's go 420. And then we have a couple more. We have we'll get the OKCash one and BCH done. And we have 1.234. So let's do another small sale, like 0.3. And that would get us 700-ish, 650. And that one is taken care of. And one more trade it looks like would need to be done. That would be that of Litecoin and GRS. It's going up, so Litecoin overperforming that. That's why Litecoin didn't make as big of a trade, because it would be having an up move. Litecoin ownership is 2.63, so maybe like 5 or something. And increase the GRS in this case by, say, 295. That would mean the portfolio would be still 54, just still right around that same price. Not really changing too much, and I was used to it around that time myself, so no surprise given here. But now you can see some of these coins are getting their asses kicked. Bitcoin Cash down 48%, nothing too big. And let's go on to the next day. And this is where Bitcoin has a nice rally of about 1,000 points, or 806, so it's for 850. So we're looking at almost, but not quite, 20% move higher. And just even looking at some of these prices, this goes from 34 to 36, 415 down to 323, 21 down to 18, 47 or 74 rather down to 57. That's a big move. And 11 down to 10. So it looks like Bitcoin Cash buying looks like will be in store. And we can see here Bitcoin Cash down 60%. Biggest movers here, Bitcoin Cash OK, Litecoin XBY. We got some GRS OK, XBY, and we have Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin with a 41% move going down, which would mean Litecoin overperforming it. All right, so we own 2.44 Litecoin. For a move of this magnitude, maybe you want to go like negative like 8 4/5 of a Litecoin and do negative 0.8, and that would work out to that of a pretty decent amount. You would let's go. How do we do this? Just divided by this, I think. 0.153. Okay, ratio trade at 523. Next one, we have Bitcoin Cash against that of OK, and that's going down, which means OK Cash winning. 1,260 is the ownership. So let's go like 400 maybe, 424, yeah, 400. And with the ratio at 1545, that means it's going to be about less than a quarter. 1,600 would, or more than a quarter. 16, I guess. We'll do a quarter. Why was I thinking the other side? Anyway, 258, last trade comes in at 1550. Next move would be Litecoin and XBY. And the price, of course, going higher. Litecoin winning. We have 3.92. Let's sell off a fraction of what we got last time. And that means we would get about 90% of this number here now, which would be about 3,040. And 3,378 as the last trade. And we have OK versus XBY with the price going higher. OK beating that price. Ownership of the OK would be 2255. So let's say we go 575, which means that multiply 1144 or 6555. And that's last trade of 11.4. So there we go. There's another day. Maybe we'll do one more on the portfolio. Still just hanging in there at 6K. As far as everything increasing, pretty much the same thing. Down 675 OK cash, but up on all of the other coins. That's because OK cash is like the only, it's got the best winner. That should make the most sense when that's the case. And Bitcoin prices not up much, up 300, so they're up about 6-7%. But as far as the altcoins, this goes from 11 to 1124. That's a nothing move. 57 down a bit on Bitcoin Cash. This coin going down from 1855 to 1586. 323 down to 310 and 36.95 down to 33. Doesn't look like much of it will happen here. This might be the first time without a trade. We'll see if anything makes its way to it. I suppose we could make 1 or 2 trades. We got Litecoin GRS going up in favor of Litecoin. We sold last time 0.55, owning 2.0. So let's go a little less than we did before, maybe a 0.4. Let's just do the half just because the math is easy again. So that would be 350 plus 4, 354. I get half of that ratio of 708. Half of 700 is 350. So that's 708 there. And it looks like to be one more trade here. And we'll do the, 29%. I think we'll pass. Portfolio 6,000. The fact that you're actually watching all this, thank you. But a lot of it is, to me, I think this is valuable information that I think can go a long way. And you're really watching me play a game that I didn't play this way, but I mean, I kind of did. I mean, I did ratio trading mostly against Bitcoin at this time, and I did different types of gains like arbitrages that were available at different things. And all, of course, to make what we're going to see is this number, which is just hanging around at this level, is going to be amazing. And the thing about altcoins, the way it worked out, it's just a timing level that when, oh my goodness, it's time to sell a lot, it's the top. But we'll get there when we go through the January action. But for now, I'm just going to definitely put the dot on this here. I'm not sure if another part will come out in today for those who are watching it live, but thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.